Part 2. You will hear a school principal talking to a group of parents who are volunteering at a school fair. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Good evening and thank you for coming to the Kenvale School Fair Volunteers Meeting. As you know, this is the biggest fundraising event in the school year, and as usual, we're expecting lots of people to come, which is why we're starting to prepare now, 6 months before the big day. I'll begin tonight by talking about the different volunteer roles, so you can decide what you'd like to do. The entertainment coordinator position involves deciding what kinds of rides and activities will be at the fair, and making sure there's a good variety of things to do. From past experience, this role involves a lot of liaising with other helpers and the entertainers, which means that most of the work is done after office hours. We need an advertising and promotion coordinator to make sure that people hear about the fair and lots of people come. We know this is a big job, so we've decided to have a couple of people doing it to share the load. The parent who did this role last year has just been offered a job, which starts next month, so she won't be able to lend us the benefit of her experience, sadly. The technical coordinator makes sure that there is a suitable stage for the performers and that there are enough speakers and people can hear them and so on. Now, this may sound like a technical background is required, but it's not, as you don't actually have to set up or fix anything yourself. Having a car is essential, though, because in the week leading up to the event, you'll need to be able to get to the school early in the mornings and occasionally later at night. We also need a staffing coordinator. This person will be required to look after the many helpers on the day of the fair. This role has just been created based on our experience of last year's event. We found that our volunteers felt a bit overworked, and so we're hoping that this role will make things easier. It will help to reduce stress if you organise the helpers about a month before the fair.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Now, moving on to the map of the school fair, I'll point out some of the more important areas that you'll need to know about so you can help direct the visitors. You can see that we'll be using the large grounds just behind the school, and we'll set up temporary areas and pathways there. The first thing I'll show you are the fairground rides, which are always popular with the children. If you look at the map, you'll see the fair entrance at the bottom. From there, follow the main path in the direction of the river, and it's the third area on the left, the large rectangular area. The entertainment stage is a big feature of the fair, and this is where everyone will be able to see all the performers. To find this, go straight along the main path until you get to the river. Turn right and follow the path to the end, and there it is. There's not much shade here, so we should remind parents to bring hats for their children. If anyone wants a cold drink or a snack, then they'll ask you where the cafe is. Originally, we were going to put it opposite the toilets, but we've decided to put it near the river to take advantage of the views and breezes. You can see it on the map. It's a circular area surrounded by trees near the playground. The first aid tent is always an important part of the fair. We wanted to put that in an area that was easily accessible and a bit separated from the other attractions, but near the entrance. If you look at the map, you'll see it south of the toilets, not far from the school fence line. The market stalls are where visitors will be able to pick up a bargain or some homemade produce. Last year, these were located just south of the meeting area, but the stall holders complained that it was too exposed and hot. So, this year we've moved them to the north of the meeting area. Lots of good shelter provided by the trees here. Of course, there'll be the ever-popular pony rides. To reach these, direct visitors to follow the main path from the entrance until they reach the L-shaped area on the left next to the playground. Now, as I was saying,
That is the end of Part 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to Part 2.